Welcome dear learners. My name is Suraj Mashalkar, Assistant Professor, AISSMS College of Hotel Management. Today we are going to go through the session of menu engineering and menu metrics. Before we begin with our session, let's see the objectives of the session.
The objectives of the session are to identify the components of menu metrics, to explain the components of menu metrics, to understand the importance and use of menu engineering spreadsheet. Let's begin with the first objective, that is components of menu engineering. In the previous video, you must have seen different components of menu engineering metrics. What are they? They are as follows. The menu items are placed in 4 squares of menu metrics according to their performance and indicate with the following names. The first is the stars. Stars are those which are high in popularity, which is menu mix, and high in contribution margin, which is profitability. Followed with flow horses, menu items that are high in menu mix, that is popularity, whereas low in contribution margin, which is profitability, are known as flow horses. Next are the puzzles. Puzzles are the menu which are low in popularity and high in profitability. Last but not the least is the dogs, which are the menu items which are low in both the popularity as well as the profitability. Let's understand these menu engineering metrics, which are stars, flow horses, puzzles, dogs, in detail. What are the customer perceptions over these menu items, and also what are the different management actions that can be taken against these items so as to have a profitable income.
This is how the 4 elements are placed in a particular menu metrics, starting with a product which is high in profitability as well as high in popularity is said to be as stars. The product which is high in popularity but less in profitability, that is low in profitability, is said to be as flow horses. Whereas a product which is high in profitability but less in popularity is said to be puzzles. And last but not the least, a product which is low in both, that is in profitability as well as in popularity, is said to be as dogs. Let's discuss these aspects of menu metrics in details. Starting with stars, these are the star performer of the menu, where the customer has a perception of these particular stars as they are the restaurant's prestigious items. Also, their price unimportant to purchase decisions. Whenever a customer wants to purchase these stars, the price will not hamper their choice. There are certain management actions that are supposed to be taken in terms of stars when we decide on the menu. What we are supposed to do as a management is we need to ensure the rigid specification for purchasing recipe and presentations are strictly maintained. We need to make sure that we have those specifications in line. We follow those specifications in terms of purchase, in terms of recipes, and in terms of presentations properly. What also we can do is we can feature this particular item on the menu prominently, followed with regularly promote this particular item. And one more thing that a management can do is try and test price increase in high seasons. These are certain things or points that we can just apply on stars so that to increase more profitability or popularity of those products. Next is flow horses. As we said, flow horses are those which are highly popular but very low in profitability. The features and the customer perception of these flow horses is like the product would be moderately or little highly priced, and also that this particular items are like a standard type of items. These are nothing but flow horses. There are certain management actions that are supposed to be taken if you identify certain flow horses. What are the actions? The actions can be Ensuring rigid specifications for purchase, recipes, and presentations should strictly be maintained. Also, we can locate the item to a low profile position on menu. Next, to increase contribution margin by packaging it with a high contribution item, and maybe test small price increase in the product. What it says here is that you can try having a package made of certain products which are like low horses with a product which are like stars, so as to increase the contribution margin by some means. Next product is the puzzles. Puzzles are ones which are confusion for the customers to buy. So what's the feature of the product is basically the products are overpriced or tempting, but the guests are not willing to buy those products. What are those? Those are called puzzles. There are certain management actions for certain puzzles as well. What we can do is reposition and feature more prominently on the menu so as to increase the citing of that menu. Hence, people tend to buy these particular menu. Followed with increase merchandising. As a management, we can increase the merchandising of this product, maybe by having 10 cards on the table of the specials of the day, which includes these items in the menu. We can try renaming the item and change the presentation. Renaming of a certain product may also increase the sale or popularity of that particular product, ensuring that the guest likes that particular product. Or it can also be given as a special of the day. What is it? It's a puzzle. Next, last but not the least, is the dogs. What are the features of the dogs? Features of the dogs are low priced, but items dull and uninteresting. Dogs which are basically low in profitability and low in popularity. So what management action can we take over these dogs? First, we can try revamping that item. Revamping is basically reworking the item in certain way where it either increases the popularity of the product or the profitability of the product. Next, what we can try is, if it is a new menu item, we can spend a little more time to check if it can be improved. Hence, if it improves, it is good for the organization. But if it doesn't improve, what we can do is review alternative menu items. Instead of the dogs, we can have an alternative menu item. Next, what we can try is to increase the price and raise status to puzzle. If we increase the price, the profitability of the product will increase. Hence, it will move to a status of puzzles. And later, we can work it out and increase the popularity by marketing that particular product, increasing its merchandising and converting it into a star. Last option for management with these dogs will be to remove that particular item from the menu, which is a dogs. These dogs certainly contribute towards the loss of that particular organization. Hence, these dogs may or may not be so profitable for the organization. Hence, these dogs has to be worked properly so as to convert these dogs into puzzle or either into low horses. So these are the 4 squares or 4 elements of menu metrics which help us to identify the menu which does good, that is, which is popular and profitable, or it helps in identifying the product which are doing bad, which are low profitable as well as low in popularity.
This is a sample spreadsheet. A sample spreadsheet for menu engineering. In this spreadsheet, we can see the name of the menu item, number of products sold, popularity, item food cost, item selling price, which contributes towards the item profit, total food cost, and total revenue. Once all these aspects, all these numbers are clarified, what we come to know is the profitability of the product as well as the popularity of the product. Once these profitability are identified as well as the popularity is identified, what we can do is we can categorize these items into horses, dogs, puzzles, or stars. Every organization uses these spreadsheets to categorize their items in the four categories of popularity and profitability so as to make their menu more profitable.
Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe the channel. Also attempt the small quiz related to the topic through the link provided in the description of the YouTube references, data credits, photo credits, and PowerPoint template credits. Thank you.